You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
If I can't do it, homie, it can't be done.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
In my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, the Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. We got another episode of Elevated Sports Talk. Oh, yeah. Let's get those questions in. You know, we got a bunch of questions going into this week 6 Sunday set of games, and we got a London game. Don't forget, guys, we got a London game. Better get your lineup set tonight for those London games. Rush Lord, what up? What up? He said, "Huss the man, the legend. Let's get it." Rush. And so, guys, this now is the probably be the start of the game tomorrow. ETN or Sermon? ETN, way better matchup. And Flowers or Tolbert. I'm a little bit nervous about Flowers this week because it should be more of a Derrick Henry game than it was last week. But I'm going to go Flowers. Let's see. Marco, what up? What up? Richard, what up? Toyota 1, let's get it. Zaire, what up, homie? He said, sheesh, been a long time, brother. He said, school's been killing me. Man, well, hope you're knocking it out. Andrew, what up? White, Lockett for Brian Thomas, Pickens, Ford, 10-man, full PPR. I mean, this trade's kind of blah. Like, what are you trying to improve? Because you don't really improve your running back, and you kind of improve your wide receiver. I'm assuming you're getting the 3 for 2, or you're getting the side with 3, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of blah. I feel like you really need to rework that. JD, what up, homie? Ghost Monkey, what up, bro? And Jamie, what up? What up? And Andrew says depth. I mean, that's a whack trade for depth, I must say. You want to get your team more top heavy. You build your depth through the waivers. You don't trade away you don't trade away like your more, I don't know, higher end players, I guess, for like depth. Especially like, why would you want to trade for Ford right now when Nick Chubb's coming back next week? It's not a good move. Yeah, if you're going to trade for Ford, you should have did that a while ago, not this week when Nick Chubb's literally coming back next week. And Zaire, what up? Who should I start my flex? Out of Bucky, Tyrone Tracy, Lazard, Robinson. Which Robinson? Which Robinson? We got a few Robinsons. And Jamie said, I like my teams top heavy, just like my women. I like it. We want those teams top heavy. We're not trying to trade for a bunch of depth. I mean, I'm not saying you can't do that, but like the only reason you should be trading for a bunch of depth is if you're like, is if you are potentially not going to make the playoffs in a redraft league. That's when you should be trading for a bunch of depth. Trade away like one player for like 3 or 4 players. It's at ETN, Bucky, or Downs, or Shaheed. I'm leaning ETN. Has the best matchup out of everybody. And Zaire, Wandale. Okay, so who was it? Bucky, Tyrone, Tracy, Lazard, Wandale. Probably going Wandale out of all those guys. TS, start 1, wide receiver, 1 flex. Terry, Evans, Devonta Smith, Wandale, Connor Pollard. Devonta Smith and Devonta Smith and Connor. Let's go. Richard says, go Longhorns. Nice. Who the Longhorns playing today? And Andre said, Huss and PPR, do you like Jacobs or Brees more rest of season? Well, give me the context on why. You going to trade one for the other? Like, I feel like guys like that, I don't want to trade one for another. I want to figure out how to get them on the same team. And I know that's easier said than done sometimes, but I don't want to trade one for the other. And Mobbing Too Slick, what up? Evans against Lattimore, who struggled against, I mean, literally his whole career, or Mooney, who might have to do as much against the shitty Panthers, who might not have to do as much. Well, thing is like, to get points, they're both going to have to do the same amount of work. Is it going to be easier for Mooney to get points against the Panthers? Maybe. I feel like I would start Mooney over Mike Evans, though. But at the end of the day, Mike Evans can score 2 touchdowns on like any single game. And yes, like Lattimore, like included. And so I think more often than not, I'm still just going to lean on the side of starting Mike Evans. Chef Rand said, depth is the cousin of death. You damn right. You damn right. What up, Frank? He said, what's up, Huss? He said, Pittman or Lazard this week? Lazard. I don't want Pittman versus L'Jarius Sneed. And that's what sucks. Who's going against L'Jarius Sneed? Zaire said, my depth is so crazy. Is it good that I got Spencer Rattler and Theo Johnson? Let's go. Yeah. Oh shit. It's Texas versus Ohio. Oh shit, son. He said, damn, bro, so many options, like a coin toss at that point. Yeah. And Ed said, need 1 running back, 1 receiver, ETN, Bucky down, Shaheed. I already answered that. Did you hear the answer, Ed? And so like he wants him gone type shit. Yeah. Sam, Cook, Dowdle, Irving. I'll just hold out. I'll hold out for Cook. I mean, all these guys have horrible matchups this week. Like literally you have a trio of running backs with like 3 of the worst matchups in fantasy football this week. So almost impossible to choose from those guys. I'll just play the guy on Monday. Johnny, what up, bro? Chef Rand said pick 2 at McLeod, Tracy, Lazard, Michael Wilson. I'm gonna go the first 2, and then if Singletary plays, I'll switch it to Lazard, Tracy to Lazard. Sam said Devonta Smith or Brian Thomas Jr. I mean, this week it's not even close because of the matchup. I know Chicago, they are going to be missing Tyreek Stevenson or whatever, but I'm still nervous about the Bears, about deploying Brian Thomas Jr. against the Bears. They don't give up too much points at all. Oh, Oklahoma. I don't know why I was thinking Ohio. I mean, well, because it's the same fucking letter. That's why. But yeah, Oklahoma. There we go. And Johnny said 7.49K subs. We're so close to 7,500. Let's see. How many are we away? Let's see. We're literally 3 away. 3 away from 7.5. Do you like Bigsby over ETN? No. And damn, 120th meeting for the Longhorns in Oklahoma. Jeez. And Rush said Olave or Flowers tomorrow. Flowers, man. I don't want to start Olave if I don't have to. Same with Shaheed. And Andre said my other RBs are Monty and Bijan. It'd be a 1-for-1 gamble. For Brees. Yeah, I mean, but see, just even like how you said it right there. Like, I mean, do you want to like that's what it is. It's literally a gamble. There's no like logical reason necessarily to like make that move other than you want to gamble that Brees is going to do better than Jacobs. Either way, it's a starting running back and a starting running back. And like one of those starting running backs has been like really bad this entire time. And we assume that they're going to get better. But this is why I don't like trading running backs for running backs. It's like you make that trade and like so many variables can still happen to where, you know, which starting running back is going to do better. Like, why do you want to trade for Brees just to cheer for him because you like him? Because like if that's the case, just go get them, and you don't need like my consent, for that. But if you're really trying to like improve something specifically, like what are you trying to improve? Like you're really just trying to improve your running back like spot. Papa J, what up, bro? Andre said 10K subs coming soon. I bet you. And Papa J said top of the morning, folks. Let's get it. Zaire, Bench Lazard, Johnson, Tracy, Butker, Rattler, Darnold. That's nice. That's a solid bench right there. And Jay said, if Downs is with AR, should I go Downs or Roshan? Roshan. Marco says 469 pounds top heavy.
69, dudes!
And JJ, what up? Go for the rest of the season, Bucky Irving or Tank Bigsby. I mean, see, like rest of the season could literally change next week. Just a reminder. I probably am leaning Tank. Tomas, what up, bro? He's a big 2 out of Rico. Tank, Tracy, Braylon. Tank and Tracy. CB Diz always starting slating over Lazard this week. I would. Yes, sir. Yes, we made it all the way to the end of the comments. Let's go. Easier said than done on the weekends, that's for sure. And they're one of the best running back duos in the league with Kamara and Gibbs. Nice. Because Mike, you think Evan Ingram will play, or is it even worth it since he's gone against Chicago D? Well, let me go double check, because like the last that I remember about the Chicago D is that one of the ways that you could move the ball with them is through the tight end. Yeah, and like the only the tight ends that they completely shut down, Carolina tight ends, and like Carolina doesn't even have any tight ends, and then Indy they completely shut them down. But then outside of that, it's like they were giving up upper half like games to like the tight end. So yeah, there we go. And who would be the other option, Ghost Monkey, that you would even have? And Will said, do you think Hicks is going to eat with no Brisker? Yeah, I don't know. Not really trying to like super bank on it. Zaire said, I think should have dropped the Seahawks D. They only had 2 points. Not bad. Yeah, it wasn't the best matchup. That's for sure. Andre said, Brian Thomas or Marv. It's Marv. Everybody knows that Brian Thomas Jr. and the Jags are going up against the Bears, right? And the Bears, like, they're giving up right now pretty much bottom 3 numbers to the wide receivers. Toyota 1, what up? Start 2 out of Johnson, Tolbert, Mooney, Wandale. I'm leaning. As of right now, I'm leaning Mooney and Wandale. I mean, I kind of want to get Deontay Johnson in the mix, but you know how I hate Deontay Johnson. And JJ, what up, bro? He said, here for a question. I've been researching, and people have been basically saying it's dead even. Tucker Kraft for Sam Laporta. I mean, people could say it's like super even, but like no matter what, Sam Laporta just has more value in my opinion. He got hurt in the beginning of the year, and I mean, look at Detroit's offense at certain times. So I do think Sam Laporta's numbers kind of improve as time goes on. And Corbin, what up, what up? What's going down, bro? KJ said, what's good, fam? What's your predictions for Zach Moss this week? Pain. He's a full go. They say he's good to go. Could he get into the end zone? Like, sure, he could get into the end zone, but man, I don't know. I'm not super excited about it. I'm really not. Worst Lord, you gotta have a brisket when you're eating Texas style. Let's go. JD said, you think Pickens crying? You think with Pickens crying, he gets more or less time or worse suspended? Well, Pickens was gonna what are you crying about? What? Because I know that he was potentially gonna get suspended because of he had the black eye or whatever, and he had always fucking open written on it, and he got in trouble for that from the league. Is that what you're talking about? Frank said, I got a flex spot. I got Brian Thomas Jr., McLaurin, Higgins, Sid Enny for Bucky, Mooney, Mixon, Tracy. Yeah, I'd sit Brian Thomas Jr. for either Mooney or Mixon. Either one. Zay said, Ladd, McConkey, or you put Turbert. I'm assuming Tolbert. I'd probably go Tolbert over Ladd. Let's go. Shout out to CB Dizzle getting the super chat in there. You the man. Drop Trey Tucker for Slayton. I'd do that in a New York minute, baby. New York minute. Yes, sir. And appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. You the man. Yeah, do that shit. Do that shit. Do it. And Flappo said, morning, 2 flex spots. Flowers, McLaurin, Mooney, Downs, Eckler, Tracy. Also, not in the flex spot. Should I start Eckler or Tracy over Dowdle? I'd probably start Eckler over Dowdle. I think Eckler's in for a nice passing, nice receiving game because of the Ravens matchup. Will said, I heard a stat that if you exclude the first week of Sam Laporta is being outscored by Mark Andrews. I mean, he also had a bye, so I mean, yeah, that context needs to go in there as well. But let's see. Yeah, so it's also Mark Andrews has played 20% more games than him at this point, if you break it down that way. But let's see. And he's hurt and was hurt. So that's another thing. Let's not forget. Let's see. And that's yeah, I mean, it's all bad. And I mean, Laporta had 8 points in his first game. So yeah, if you take away those 8 points, Mark Andrews is literally beating him by 1 point. But I mean, yeah, if you want Mark Andrews over Laporta, I mean, I know it's just a random stat, but it's if you look deep enough, you can get any random stat against any player. And if it's always well, if you remove this, and you remove this, and you remove this, then this is true. But all those things still happened. And Ghost Monkey said, I got Strange right now. Ingram is on waiver wire, though. Theo Johnson, Hunter Henry available. Also, that one dude all. I mean, I'd be trying to get Ingram. I mean, the reason why he sucked is because he hasn't played. And Papa J, Vidal going to have any chance with Gus broken down? I mean, will he get in the game? Yeah, sure. He'll get in the game, but. Will said Laporta Potty's tight end 31 after week 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sam Laporta sucks, bro. I already got the memo. We all got the memo. Sam Laporta's first 4 weeks of the season sucked balls. Doesn't mean that things are not going to change moving forward. And I like to sell high on the guys who are doing the things that they're not supposed to be doing. And Quincy said, why everyone hates Zach Moss and loves Chase Brown. Well, I mean, big reason because Zach Moss keeps getting hurt. I mean, that's for sure a reason. Chase Brown gets receptions. People love the receiving backs. Jeff, any word on Shakir? He's getting in a limited practice today. That's really the only word. I Thought that I updated it on the ticker below, but I might not have actually now that I'm thinking about it. But Cook and no, I know I did. Yeah, Cook and Shakir. They they're both questionable. Tim said Godwin or Dell on Patreon. I'm leaning on Godwin. Oh, and then Fryermuth or Schultz. I'm leaning on the Muth. Jeff, leaning on the Muth. Jeff and Daniel, trade offer, 10-teamer. Give JT and Dobbins. Get Hall, Pittman, Javante. Which way do you lean? My RB room shallow. Here's the weird part about all of this. You say that your RB room is shallow, yet you're trading away 2 RBs to get 2 RBs. And I know that JT is hurt, but I want you to understand the logic. Like when I hear this, my running back room is shallow, so I'm going to trade 2 RBs for 2 RBs. So I'm just going to ask you, Daniel, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying, if your running backs room is shallow, should you be trading 2 running backs for 2 running backs? No, you shouldn't be. So let's rework this trade. Let's rework this trade somehow to where you don't have to give up 2 of your running backs if your running back room is shallow. And because your running back room is shallow, does that mean that your wide receiver room has depth? How about that? And JD, that's what I'm talking about. I got to figure out if I should start Tolbert, Roshan, or Slayton over him. And dang it, I forget who it was, but I like Slayton this week. It's a good matchup. Big Fudge, what up, bro? Man, and it's crazy. Like every time I see your nickname, it's because I knew this dude in high school. His name was Stephen Fudge, and RIP. This dude was a partier and ended up ODing all crazy. But every time I see your name, it's like, dude, it makes me think of that guy. It's like super trippy, super trippy. Shout out to Big Fudge. And John said Slayton, Wicks, Dubs, or Pickens. I kind of want to lean. It's either going to be Pickens or Slayton, but we got to pay attention to Pickens. I don't know if he's going to get suspended or not for the eye black shit, but we know that the NFL didn't take too kindly to that. And JJ also, Sam Laporta's injured all the preseason. Yeah, I mean, people, people forget things. How about that? People forget things. Dylan, what up, dude? PPR. So 2 flex and 1 running back out of Alec Pierce, Douglas, Wicks, Bateman, Ford, Bigsby, right? I mean, I'm gonna play Bigsby. I want Bigsby over Ford. And the 2 flexes. I mean, these are really, really bad options, dude. Bateman and Douglas, I guess. Like all of these options are like really bad. Like, why are they so bad? Like, do you have just a shitload of injuries, shitload of buys? Why are the options so horrible for this 2 flex and 1 running back? Different leagues. Okay, so here's the first one: 1 QB, 1 flex, and 1 tight end. Baker, Richardson, Caleb. Caleb's got the best matchup. I guess I'll lean him. And then 1 flex out of Kirk, Mitchell, Spears. I guess Spears. And then Andrews are likely. I guess likely. Man. John just jumped in, dropped Dubs or Wiggins for Slayton. Drop Wicks. That's who you're talking about, right? You put Wicks. Drop his ass. Tell me when you drop his ass and pick up Slayton. Was injured the week before the bye. Went doing well into the game. Yes, sir. So I said I heard Smith is going to play. Which Smith? Toyota one Bigsby or Hutchinson for the flex. Leaning Bigsby, but it's close. Will said I would take Laporta Potty over Kincaid, though. Yeah, for sure. Of course. And I have 5 receivers. Don't know who to start. Throw them in. CB Dizzle. Thanks for throwing in the super chat, bro. My season now lies on your Slayton over Lazard call. I mean, you can say that. You can say that that it does, but I mean that's the thing with fantasy football. There's like a billion other factors that are in there. Literally every single person in your lineup is a variable. This is just one variable that you gave that you gave me the chance to like help you with. So just remember that your season is not based on my Slayton or Lazard call. Your game could be if you look at it that way, but it's just because you think everything else is a slam dunk like in the bank. So no, there's a lot of things that that will determine your season, and it will not all come down to this one call. It will not. But if it does, and I'm right over Slayton or Lazard, does that mean you automatically win a championship because I'm right? Because like that's what it seems like, right? Because you said if the season lies on it, that means I get this one right. That means you're winning a championship. Then that's what I take away from this. And let me see where did I leave off at. Lucius, what up, homie? He said, think Bateman does anything this weekend? Not really. Not really. I like him over some shitty options that are out there, but he's a shitty option for sure. And the Rigoro would said, do you think Olave is trustworthy today? Well, tomorrow, no, I don't. I only have him or Quentin Johnston. Oh man, I'm not trusting either one of those guys. Like either one of those guys could fluke you. Probably just start Olave. JJ, think we can really start any Buffalo wide receivers? I don't think so. I'm not recommending it. Like I'm not recommending it at all. Gammon. Start 2. Wandale, Olave, Zach Moss. Wandale and Moss. Zaire, Marvin Harrison, Smith, Garrett Wilson, Higgins, Lazard start 2. I mean, it's not going to be Lazard. I mean, it's tough because you got all good receivers right here. I'm gonna say Smith and Higgins because they have the better matchups, but really, tough to sit any of these guys. That's for sure. Daniel said wide receivers are stacked. Yep. Okay, so that's what it is. Wide receivers are stacked, running backs or whatever, not so much. Well, it's a daily question. Since it changes, 2 flex. Dubs, Tolbert, Bigsby, Gibson, Sermon, Adunze, Downs. Bigsby and Tolbert as of now, but Gibson's going to be the starter. Stevenson is not playing. Dang it, JD, I can't remember what the Pickens part was. Ghost Monkey, should I drop Fields and pick up Ingram? I have Love as my QB, single QB league. I'd be okay with that. I mean, got to be okay with someone, going in and probably swooping them. Even though they probably wouldn't be able to do it this week because, clearing waivers and all that. But Marco said, do I drop Jotson for Hutch? Yeah. I'm not worried about keeping Dotson. And shout out to Jamie. So I'll be back in about 45. Appreciate you, bro. Leon, flex, pick 2. Connor, McLaurin, McConkey, Josh Downs. First 2. And it's actually not even close. Like Josh Downs and McConkey almost shouldn't even be in the same breath as James Conner and McLaurin. And John, you heard my answer, right? I said a while ago, drop Wicks. And Austin. Is this a different person who asked the same exact question? Think Olave is trustworthy today? No. Oh, I think he was on Twitch or something. No, he's not trustworthy. Neither one are, though. And Danny, what up? He said, who should I start in the flex out of Michael Wilson and Algier? Probably Algier. I'm a little bit nervous about Michael Wilson. Jeff, I got Freiermuth at tight end. You think Hawkinson is worth holding on to until he's healthy? Yeah. Because for him, healthy could be next week. Oh, so Austin just that's what it is, threw the question in multiple times. So Austin, you threw the question in 3 or 4 times already, and I've already answered it. So let me know if you heard the answer. Ice boing. Pick one out of Kirk, Cooper, Moss. Probably Moss. I mean, they're all not exciting to me this week. Jesse, what up? So I traded Dak and A-Chain for Josh Allen. This is a good trade. Decent. It's decent. JJ said, LO, I just want you to know my entire season comes down to your one call. Does that mean if you get it right, you get half the money? Right? See, I mean, should be something like that. If one call that I make impacts your entire season, yeah, let's share the wealth. That's for sure. That's for sure. But yeah, it is hilarious to me because the one call for a week 6 game would make or break your entire season. And like all my correct answers, before that, did it even help you get to this point? To where like all my answers, like I feel like if one question makes or breaks like everything in week 6, I feel like I had to have got a bunch of questions wrong for you along the way. So if that's the case, I apologize. Oh man, that's a good one. You know what? We need the South Park apologize. All right. And Will, Wandale or Slayton full PPR? I mean, it's tough. Like both can do great, both can do shit. I'm gonna say Wandale, but I don't know. Like, all depends on how they scheme them. And FBTP, Love or Caleb? I'm gonna go with Love. I mean, Caleb does have a really nice matchup, but I'm still gonna go with Love. And just in the same day, I traded away Ayuk and JMO for Lamb. I hope they don't veto it. I mean, it's pretty solid. Zaire Reed, Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, start one. Marvin Harrison Jr. John, Chase Brown or Bucky? Chase Brown. Bucky's got a shit matchup this week. John said Slayton or Hutch. Slayton. Jimmy, Tank Bigsby or Bucky? Lean on Tank. Doug, start Wicks or Wandale? Or Wandle. I'm assuming Wandale, right? Wandale. CB Dizzle, Rattler going to be that man. Olave will be fine. I mean, in his very first game in the NFL, I mean, that's super, super confident. Super confident. And, yeah, I don't know if I feel like there's no reason to be like that confident in a rookie in their very, very first game in a tough divisional matchup. Jimmy said or Slayton, pick one, please. Slayton. You guys got to make sure you get your questions all on the same line or all in the same, what's it called? On the same comment. And just said one guy already voted to veto, said don't process until the 15th. Is it because someone already played? So it like happens after the week. And Carlos, chicka, what's up, gangsta? And let's wake it and bake it. Let's get it. Jeff, any word on Jordan Mason's injury yet? I mean, they came out and said that he shouldn't miss any time. So I think it was more of like being cautious because he got back in the game, if you guys remember, but then he ran like 8 or 9 yards, something like that. And then the dude pushed him like on the shoulder and like pushed him out of bounds. And then you see him like on the side and he's like kind of just like working out his shoulder and shit like that. But yeah, after the game, they said he shouldn't miss any time. So, I mean, is that just their initial reaction and could things change? Like maybe, but I like their first initial reaction saying he's not going to miss any time. Especially because it's like Thursday to Sunday, right? It's like you got like 10 days, you got a week and a half to let it heal a little bit. Carlos said I got Chuba, Tank, and Brown. Which Tank? Tank Dell, Tank Bigsby. Remember, we got multiple tanks now, guys. I assume Tank Bigsby because these are all running backs. But if I'm wrong about that assumption, let me know. And so out of the 3, which one should I not play? Feel like out of the 3 I feel like out of the three, I won't play Brown, I guess. It's tough. Yep, see that? Yep, exactly. Well, AC spray, not serious, only pain management. Yeah. And Corey, shout out to Corey who just jumped here. What up, bro? Doing good, doing good. Fam's doing good. Hope everyone's good with your fam too, bro. And Jay said, Monty or Swift, RB2. When you got a team going up against the Cowboys, the Colts, the Jags, like those three teams specifically, those running backs are an auto start almost over everybody because the defenses have been so bad at defending the run. So going Monty. And said, and I have Reed at the flex. We start either of them running backs over Reed at the flex. No. And Jay said, tank over Bucky with wide out. Yeah, because the Bears have not been able to stop anyone on the run. And what have the Saints been able to do? Stop the run. So that's why it's a matchup based more than anything. It's not about volume. It's about matchup for me. And you know what? Maybe I'm wrong about that because I guess I'm thinking so much about the first 2 weeks with the Saints that, but either way, I'm sticking with Bucky. That's like that's my gut. And like, there's so many people trying to talk me out of like gut, like gut feels. And like Bucky's been okay, but he has not been great. So Bucky's not a must start. So you got to make the choice yourself. That's my gut feeling. But yeah, I can't have people trying to talk me off like my gut. Like, remember last week, someone tried to talk me off when I said Ayuk over Deontay Johnson. And like, we went back and forth, all of that just for Deontay Johnson to score like 5 points and for Ayuk to get like 150 yards and be one of the top wide receivers like on the week. You guys are here to get my research and my gut reactions. You can question it all you want. But, I think that like when it comes to these questions, I'm going with the research that I put in plus my gut. And my gut says Bucky over Tank over Bucky. And Doug said Alex or Alex at the flex. Well, why not the other Alex? And I think I should drop Washington. D, they're playing the Ravens. Terrible matchup. Well, I mean, who you playing though? Like who's the other defense that you got? And JD, Cooper, Roshan, Tolbert, Slayton. Pick one. Probably leaning Slayton on that. John said Ray Davis worth his with Cook possibly out. Well, the news that we got today is Cook's practicing and plans on playing on Monday. So as of right now, no, he's not. I mean, things may change though. Yep, Jordan Mason said to be day to day. Yes, sir. So he might not miss any time at all. And FBT, Caleb or Love. I think I answered this already. Love. And JJ, but yeah. Trust me, dude. I know. Oh, is it not? Did I not update it in the? Let me go check because I know that Rashad White's doubtful. But let me go see. Did I not? Yeah, he's literally on the bottom of the screen. It says he's doubtful. Trust me, I know. And Corey said, so James Cook going to play. That's what they're making it sound like right now. They said he's going to practice today and that he is, then that he's planning on playing. That doesn't mean that he's 100% going to play, but that's what, that's the news that we got this morning. Jeff said, you smoking that good. You already know, bro. And A. Stanley, Olave or Brian Thomas at the flex. Man, see, this one's tough. I think I'm going to go Olave, though. I really don't like the matchup for Brian Thomas Jr. And what up, Chase? Ghost Monkey, do we trust Dubs at the flex? Well, over who? Like, do I trust Dubs? Hell no. But, like, who's the other options that you got, though? Chase said Bucky or Javante. Man, see, this one's tough because Javante's been kind of on like the come up lately, but like versus the Chargers have been like shutting down the run to a decent amount. I think that I'm going to say Javante over Bucky slightly. And CB Dizzle said that boy Mr. Beast posted a video 3 minutes ago. It already has 65,000 views. NFL needs this exposure. Dude, Mr. Beast is such a clown, bro. We do not want Mr. Beast involved with anything NFL, anything fantasy football. No, let's not. Let's not do that. Let's not get him a part of that. JJ said my gut told me to draft Garrett Wilson in the second round. Never trusted my gut again. You're even saying that after Garrett Wilson just had a really, really good game. Like you could have said that like all the other weeks, but he actually just had a real boss game this past week. Even in a horrible matchup, he still had a boss game. And Toyota one side, trust your gut, Huss. Appreciate the advice you give. Yeah, and things may change. Like, you know, the gut feelings may change. That's why I always say ask every day. Ask every day, because things literally change every day. And Will said 100% Alex. People ask their questions for your expertise, but ultimately it's their choice. Always appreciate your input, even though I may disagree with the take. Nature of the beast. Yeah, because it's like we're literally just guessing about what we think is going to happen. So, like, have I ever said that I'm going to be 100% right? Like, fuck no. Like, I've never said that I will be 100% right. But I did say that I do a shitload of research and that everything that I'm, making start and sit wise is really calculated. Another thing to remember, if I'm like here and I answer like 1,000 questions in one day, I'm bound to get a couple wrong. Sucks if it's yours, not you, Will, but like literally anybody, like sucks if it's yours. But that's why I keep telling people to go get signed up and join the crew at 420crew.com, 420crew.com, because then you could get your questions answered when I'm not live and when I'm not answering 1,000 questions and when I don't have all these things going like in and out of my head and think, just I could focus a little bit more on the one exact question that I get at that moment. So 420crew.com, get on the superstar tier or higher. You want to do it. This is a way that you support the channel, you support the show, and then this is the way that you get probably the best advice possible. It's not that I don't give good advice when I'm here on YouTube, because I give phenomenal advice when I'm here on YouTube. But it's just like what I said. If I'm here and I'm answering like 500 questions, like in, an hour, couple hour span or whatever, sometimes my fucking brain gets a little foggy because it's like so many names, so many numbers, and like, it's just like brain overload sometimes. So just throwing that out there. 420crew.com, literally one of the best things that you can do for your fantasy life. And you support a small creator at the exact same time, a small business owner. Like, what could be better? 420crew.com. All right. Where did I leave off at? Where did I leave off at? D-Wave, what up? Oh, here we go. Smokey the Cat, what up, bro? And John said, drop Ray Davis for Hutchinson. Yeah, I would. Abraham said, should I drop Wicks or Leggett? Need to make room for Devonta Smith coming off IR. I'd probably drop Wicks. I feel a little bit better about Leggett's long-term, with this season. I mean, Wicks is like flavor of the week because of no Watson and no Dubs, but like those guys are coming back now, so it's like the flavor's stale at this point. So yeah, drop Wicks. Leggett, oh shit, Thibodeau just got changed from out to IR. I literally just changed him from did not practice to out, and he just went on IR right now. And Alex, what up, bro? Pick one in the flex. ETN, Eckler, Slayton. Who gets the start? I'm leaning Slayton a little bit on Sunday Night Football. I would rank them Slayton, ETN, and Eckler would be the way that I'd be ranking them. And JJ, who do you think will get the win? Ohio State or Oregon? I have no fucking idea because I don't watch college football like that. I'll just say Ohio State. I don't know. I don't know how good Oregon is like this year. And like, didn't Oregon just like, I don't know. I feel like I saw something about Oregon having a bad game recently. And maybe it was like the dude, the Gianti or whatever, Genti, going crazy on them. Maybe it was something like that he was just shitting all over them. So it makes me think that they suck. But he's been shitting all over everybody. Big Birds, what up? Devonta or Olave? Devonta. Chase said Bears defense will probably be fine, but I did see they're down 3 guys in the secondary for this game. Yeah, let's go double check. Yeah, I'm sure they will be fine, but like, yeah, if your secondary is giving up like bottom third like numbers to the wide receivers, and then you got 3 out of your 4 guys out. Let's see, Brisker, Terrell Smith, and Stevenson. I have no idea who Terrell Smith is. Let's see. I mean, I know Stevenson and Jalen Johnson. Like, those are like the top guys. Yeah, so Stevenson and Terrell Smith. I mean, that's the starting. That's a starting cornerback and a backup cornerback. Yeah, and Brisker. I mean, he's going to make a difference, but not necessarily in defending the wide receiver. And they do still have Kyler Gordon out there as well. But yeah, that is. Yeah, and like, see them being down 3 guys. 2 of them play the exact same position, so I'm sure they're going to have to get like. You know, you got a left corner and you got a right corner, and it's like both right corners are the ones who are like going to be out. So they're probably going to have to they're either going to put Kyler Gordon in there as the number 2 instead of the nickel, and then maybe they switch that up. So it could mean more tackles for Kyler Gordon, or they could put the backup left cornerback in at the right cornerback spot, and then leave Kyler Gordon in the nickel. So it could happen. It could happen. And Dr. Hodes, first time chatter on Twitch. What up? What up? He said, I'm likely to be 2-4 after that, after this week in immediate help. Man, stop thinking negatively. I don't even know what your matchup is, but don't think negatively. Should I trade CMC for A-Chain and Brian Thomas? Nah, it's a whack trade for CMC. I'd want more, especially now they say he's going to come back in like the beginning of November. I'd want more. Thanks for chatting on Twitch. And Danny, Tyler Algier, Michael Wilson. Swear I answered this already, and I'm leaning Algier. D-Wave, if you had to start one flex, who would you start out of Downs, Wicks, Darius Slayton? Darius Slayton, and it's not even close. Arthur, what up? IDP question mark? Bro, nobody fucks with IDP but me. If you're talking on this YouTube shit, you could go into 100 YouTube channels answering questions and ask an IDP question. They probably will not be able to answer you. Bobby Wagner, Robert Spillane, Zach Baum. I like him in that order that you put him in, and I'm one of the hugest advocates of Bobby Wagner, and most of the time he's getting like 10 tackles a game, so I'm rocking Bobby Wagner. Let's go. And Jeff said, which handcuff should I keep, Algier or Charbonnet? Probably Charbonnet, because it looks like most games he kind of has his own like flex-ish, potential. I know it wasn't that great, this past week, but we've seen him go in games where he gets a handful of receptions, gets in the end zone, even with Ken Walker starting. And of course, I trust your gut more than anything when it comes to fantasy football. Your gut says Tank over Bucky. He said we're going Tank over Tank with no hesitation. Yeah, and it's a really good matchup. Like, that's what this comes down to. And like, he's been breaking off the big plays, like, I mean, even in limited capacity, he's just breaking off the big one. And Chicago sucks against the run. They really do. They're horrible against the run. Marco said, and probably when I pick up Hutch, I'll have every wide receiver from the Texans already have Diggs and Dell. Well, you ain't got Nico. Try to get him then. And Ghost Monkey, Brian Thomas Jr., Tracy Shakir, B. Rob the Mob, but he's out in ESPN, questionable everywhere else. I'm confused about that because I swore they said that he was good to go. Let me go look at The Washington injury report. I swore they said that him and Eckler were good to go for this week. Oh, shit. Maybe not. He didn't practice all week. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't practice all week. That's probably why they have him as out already. But yeah, not practicing all week, I'd say that there's a very, very slim chance that he plays this week. So, and it's a knee. It's a knee issue. So I guess I would just treat B Rob the Mob as if he's not playing this week, but we'll hit the drop for him.
Before the bullet in his bubble goes, before the bullet in his bubble goes, you can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch the bullet in your goose.
So I think man, I mean, we got to hear more. Man, see, it sucks because you got Shakir on Monday. So he got into limited today, and but they said Cook is planning on playing. They didn't say anything about Shakir other than he got in a limited today. That's the tough part. I guess I'm leaning Brian Thomas Jr. as of right now. Yeah, because Stevenson being out, that is going to make a big difference. And it's probably going to be Jalen who's on Kirk and probably not on Brian Thomas Jr. all that often. Frizzil, what up, homie? And JJ said, yeah, it's football. He said, who knows? CeeDee Lamb can go out there and get like 1 point. Rico Dowdle could get 50 points. And he said the odds are near zero, but it's always possible. Yeah, I mean, we see crazy shit happen all the time. Like that. That's why we love it so much. If like everything happened the way that it was supposed to, fantasy football wouldn't be a thing. Because like it's the amount of variables that are out there and how literally anything can happen. That's why we all love it. I mean, it's also why we hate it, you know, because anything can happen, but you know, that's what it's all about. And Danny said, Garrett Wilson's a stud. You play your studs always. Well, I'm not going to always say blindly play your studs, but I know that there's people who are getting way too cute and playing like Wicks over Garrett Wilson. You know, like there's so many people who asked me that question specifically, Wicks over Garrett Wilson. I'm like, all right, now that's just too cute right there. Like you start a Garrett Wilson over someone who's a fucking super dart throw, you know, flex. But yeah. And let me see. Frizzil said, you have a link for the 420 crew set. I can't find it. It keeps taking me to 420 crew. So it's 420crew.com. And I'm getting it right now so I can share it with the HTTP. There we go. And it will take you to Patreon. If you also go to fantasyfootballhustler.com, you can click on the first link, Patreon. And I see someone just left a message on Twitch over there. Hang out on Twitch. Well, I'll be there in a second. Making my way down the list. There's a lot of Facebook or a lot of YouTube comments. And Chewy, pick one for wide receiver 3, Downs or Pittman. I mean, I guess Pittman. Like I don't know. Like both have bad matchups. That's what suck. Pick one out of the flex. Najee, Hutch, Tolbert, Downs, Pittman, Najee. Oh, Slayton in there also. I'm still going Najee. Wide receiver 3 in flex. Oh, so wait, I'm picking 2 of those. I'm confused. Let me know about the second part again on that if I was supposed to pick 2 guys. And then pick 1 tight end, Freiermuth or Njoku. I'll lean on the Muth. Jay Boost and the Saints are decent. Let's see. Wrestler week 4 dozen. 4 dozen whiteys and left my gut. 114 on the bench. Damn it, man. Abraham with Brian Robinson Jr. out. Can I move him to the IR? I don't know. Like it's all about you can move him to the IR is what you're saying. Should I pick up McNichols, Pierce, or Goomba? Probably McNichols. John said McNichols or Bucky. I'll go Bucky. And Dr. Hodes. Oh, let me see. I already did that one. JJ Brooks said today there's no reason for the Panthers to hurry him back from IR. See? And Zaire, Vegas D, Philly D, Texans, Buffalo, add one. Texans. Corbin, you still starting Xavier Woods at safety?
X gon' give it to you.
I mean, like, who would you be starting over him? I'm leaning on it. Sam said Bucky or Sermon as RB2 this week. Probably Bucky. Sermon has a really, really tough matchup. 31 CMC training to make a return. Don't be playing with my emotions. Yeah, and seeing, like we gotta see. We gotta see. Chase Tank Dell over Pickens. Yeah, I mean, come back. I mean, Tank Dell might not even play. Russell 2 and 3. Love Henry Mason, Aaron Jones, Brown. So if they're all healthy, yeah. Higgins or Wandale. I'm going Higgins, Corey. But I like Wandale. Hey, Rising Rhino in the house. What up, bro? What's going down? Shout out to Rising Rhino. Crispy, I do hope CMC comes back so I can trade his ass. And CB Dizzle, ETN over Mike Evans in the flex. I have Godwin starting as well. CB Dizzle, are you the one who keeps like, man, you keep telling me not to start Mike Evans? I do like ETN over Mike Evans, but he can go off at any time. And yeah, Rising Rhinos, I love the fantasy football talk. Hell yeah, bro. We got to get you on a stream one time so you can come on and talk some fantasy with us. And Bigsby or Slayton. Leaning Slayton, but I mean, I like both this week. I'm leaning Slayton. Marco said drop Edwards for Tucker, Goodson, Hasty, or Zamir. I guess Tucker. JJ Michael Jr. has been activated. Will make his debut against the Eagles. Let's go. Chase, so why'd you say Tank Dell might not play? Who said Tank? I said Tank Dell might not play? What do you mean? What did I say? I don't think I said that. No, I said Pickens might not play. Pickens, not Dell. That was the other part of I said play Tank Dell because there's a possibility that Pickens might not even play. And hijack my Caleb or Stroud. I'll go Caleb. It's a better matchup. It's tough though. And let's see, Zaire say, and then who is the ad one? Added Drake, May, Kirk, man. And I said I got Burrow. I'm pretty sure I drop Lazard or Reed for Jameson. I drop Lazard for Jameson. And then should I drop Reed or Lazard for Tyrone? I'd probably drop Lazard for Tyrone, Tracy. And HJM, whatever the fuck. Can you put a comment in that you heard me answer your question? You put it in like 5 times, so just want to make sure that you heard me. Frizzo, can I get away with starting Daniel Jones over Murray? I mean, I don't know. Why would you want to do that? Sam said then Pickens and Tolbert for a flex. Over who? Am I picking one of those two? Confused. And Keith, 10-man, Fields, Murray. Then pick one out of Deontay, Shaheed, Wandale. Man, I'm leaning Wandale a little bit over Deontay. Okay, see, we did say yes, 100%. Let's start Mike Evans, man. Just so you won't be mad at me if Mike Evans does better than ETN. And Rising Rounds to keep up the amazing work. You the man, bro. Appreciate you. Marty in the house. What up? Ken in the house. What up? Lover Burrow, single QB. Man, that's tough. Gonna go Burrow, though. And flex Goddard or Sutton. Man, I don't want to play Sutton, man. I guess I'll go Goddard. But with the 2 wide receivers coming back, it's not like he's going to be that good. And Sam Pickens or Tolbert. Okay, yeah. Pickens or Tolbert for the flex. Okay. See, that's what's tough. I mean, I'm gonna say Pickens, but we got to be paying attention. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go search right now, see if anything, and maybe it wasn't this game that they're gonna suspend him. Maybe it was like next game, or maybe this was just something looming. Pickens will likely be fined by the NFL, but a suspension could be unlikely. I might disappoint. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we just gotta be paying attention, because I don't think he got suspended, but I know it could happen. Corey said that Bigsby Slayton question is the 3 bench spot league I've been dealing with. Got Cook starting now with Slayton in the flex. Tank on waiver until midnight. Can drop Chubb, A-Chain, Stevenson, Slayton, or Cook. Oh, man, see, it's like really tough because like Chubb's coming back next week. Like based on the timeline of when they designated him to return, you have like a 21-day window. The 21 days would be next week. I think I would just hold, because the way that they're making it seem like Cook is going to play, it's like now you don't even have to make the move. But it's also why I said wait, right? Because we didn't know if we were going to have to make that move or not. So I'd say just hold. I mean, the way they're making it seem is I would hold. Hurts or Kyler, I have AJ. So it doesn't matter to me, like if you have one of the wide receivers for the team or not. I won't make the start and sit choice based on that. I'm probably going to go Hurts off of the bye against the Browns, who've been a little bit sketch. And now that you got AJ and what's his name, and Smith back, Hurts is looking all good in the hood. Frizzell giving Rattler the mention. Giving Rattler mention. He really likes Olave. Can I get away with starting Olave over Ridley? I'm also starting Flowers and Smith. Well, Ridley has one of the easiest matchups for a wide receiver right now. The Colts, I think it's like the Colts and the Jags, I swear, are giving up like the most points to wide receivers. Let me see. Maybe not. I guess it went down. They still gave up a lot of points to the Jags, but they gave up like top 10 numbers, so I guess it lowered them down a little bit. But Olave is going to be going up against AJ Terrell as well. I mean, you could probably get away with starting him over him. Yeah, you probably could. Marty said Cousins or Goff in a guillotine league. Man, that one's really tough, but I think that I'd be going Cousins versus the Panthers. It's tough, man. Corey said, thanks for your advice, Alex. Let's get this dub. Let's get it. Jose, should I trade J-Mo or Addison for Wandale? I don't know. I'd probably just hold. Because Addison, with him having what's his name? Him having JJ opposite of him, it's like no matter what, he will never be the guy that defenses key in on. Never. Wandale, once Neighbors comes back, I mean, Wandale's not, he's decent, but he's like not as good in some of these bad matchups. CB Dizzle Ridley's a bum.
He's a bum.
It's his quarterback.
He was
who
a bum
sucks.
then, and he's a bum now.
It's his quarterback who sucks. Let's be real. I said Ridley's due. I mean, he's coming off the bye, and they got a really good matchup. So, like, that's the thing. It's like, if you drafted a guy like Ridley, like, you literally drafted him, like, because you got him so late. That's one. You got him because probably the division that he plays in, even though 2 of the matchups are tough, but then, the ones like the Colts. Like this is like the easy one of like the bunch. And yeah, like it's like he has 2 good divisional matchups times 2 because they play each other twice. This is one of those games you like really, really don't want to sit Ridley for him. Frizzo, I'd rather go with the mystery of Rattler versus the dog shit performances of Levi's. You damn right. You damn right. I feel it. Probably a tougher matchup, you know, for Rattler than Levi's, but I've just never been a fan of Levi. Like never. And I remember like the people saying that he should have been drafted, like, you know, just that's a lot of fantasy analysts, you know, let's be real. But like a lot of the fanalists, you know, out there saying that Levi's is a first round quarterback. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. Like we are lowering the bar on like what we think is a talented player for the NFL. And it's crazy. But yeah, craziness. Made it all the way to the end of the chat. Let's get it. It's tough to make that happen often. Now I feel like just playing the song and we're gonna smoke some more weed. Let's go. Need to do that much more. And Big Fud mixing fall into the end zone 3 times. Yeah, I don't see that for Tank either way. Yeah. And Corey, should I wait for them to announce Richardson as a starter before I drop Flacco for Dalton? Yeah, I would wait. John said Richardson or Cousins. Cousins, man. Let's go. All right. Whew. Saturday. Am I right? I'm going to be doing a lot of behind the scenes work today. Me and Noble, we got a thing that we're going to today. Should be a fun Saturday. I'm going to say we'll smoke another bowl or 2 and then get up out of here. Should be back for tonight, bringing you the Saturday late night tips. Ooh, this one's tough, Marco. T-Law or Rattler? I think that I'm going to go T-Law. I'm a little bit less scared about starting T-Law when they have 3 DBs that are going to be out for them. 2 of those guys, major impacts, and then one of their depth guys, he's going to be out as well. So they're just going to be very, very thin at cornerback. John said Singletary or Braylon Allen. I mean, I feel like you got to come back for this. I haven't heard much about Singletary, so I guess I'll say Braylon Allen. But if Singletary plays, I'm playing him over Allen. The mighty Dom, start Bucky or Najee. I know they said Warren might come back or is supposed to come back because he has no injury designation, but I think I'm still starting Najee versus the Raiders here. Abraham, start Wandale or Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith. Yeah, Browns have been it's been all bad for the Browns. Appreciate you guys rocking. McNichols, Dobbins, Sermon. horrible matchups for Dobbins and Sermon. Might be 2 of the worst. McNichols, horrible matchup versus the Ravens. The only thing that could save him is a little bit of goal line work and maybe a couple catches. Because we know McNichols, McNichols, that remember that one game, like might have been 2 years ago at this point where he had like 19 receptions in a game or some shit like that. So it could utilize him that way versus the Ravens. So I'll say McNichols, and this is assuming that B-Rob is out. Okay. And Houdini on Twitch. What up? New follower, first time chatter. What up? Mooney and Cook for Henry. Yeah. If you're getting Henry, yeah. Try it once. Until next time. See you tomorrow for some week 6 football. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. And yep, Warren was cleared to play, right? Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, they said that he was doubtful at some point, and then it was like, I don't know why they listed him as doubtful, like super early, because then he got in. I don't know if it was a limited practice or a full go in the practice, and then he ended up being good. And Houdini said worried about the turf toe. Oh, Mooney and Cook. Yeah. Get Henry. I like that. Jamie, here's some interesting shit I found for this week. Jordan Love is crushing it when facing cover 3. And here's one of the best in the league against it. Cardinals use a cover 3 the most in the league, about half the time. And is that because do they deploy 3 safeties? Like in the cover 3, it's 3 safeties, right? That they use at the top. And then the Cardinals, they've been rocking 3 safeties for like a long ass time. I feel like they were one of the first teams to like really deploy 3 safeties for damn near 100% of the game. And that was like, fuck, I'm trying to think. Honey Badger might have already left at that point, but I know it was like Buda Baker and like, fuck, I think Trey Mason, or like, damn, I can't even think of who it was. But is that what it is, Jamie? Is they play the 3 high safeties in the cover 3. And I also have London, so I don't know if I'm comfortable with running Mooney and London stack. I mean, it's a team that throws it a shitload, so I mean, I wouldn't be super worried about that. Jamie Wicks is better versus zone coverage with a 54% win rate compared to 22% versus man coverage. Should help him get on back on track this week. Plus a 30% target market share versus zone coverage. So, and what the Cardinals, they zone more than they man up. He just needs to hold on to the ball. I mean, that's the hard part. Corey said start 3 out of DJ Moore, Brian Thomas, Ridley, Dobbins, Sermon, Tolbert, Slayton. Moore, Slayton. I'm leaning Ridley for the last one. Jamie Reed is scoring 0.74 fantasy points per route. Second highest in the league now. He's going up against a cornerback that gives up the most points per route. It's pretty obvious Reed's going to crush. Oh, yeah. Reed's like, I mean, he's not like a must start, but like in 12 teamers, I feel like every place I have Reed in a 12 teamer, he's a must start for me. So I don't know how it is for others. Houdini said, appreciate you so much. Yeah, go live every morning. So make sure you come back and hit that subscribe button. If you have Amazon Prime, you can actually subscribe for free. Then you actually get notified every time I go live. We'll say if the Cardinals are deploying 3 safeties, Thompson might have a good week. Well, the thing is they mostly do. They mostly deploy 3 safeties. They've been deploying 3 safeties for a long ass time. Let me go see. Like I'll tell you like how many snaps they've been running. All right, Houdini said I'll stop by. Yeah, Sunday fun day is the best. For sure is the best. All right, let's go see. Maybe they haven't. Because the Kayvon Wallace dude's been hurt for a long ass time. Yeah, interesting. So I wonder who's the other person who plays in the 3 high with them. I mean, more than likely a cornerback. They got 3 cornerbacks who run on a normal basis. Oh, wait. I'm totally wrong. Here we go. Let's see. All right. So Dadrian Taylor Dimerson. He's the guy who runs probably a lot of 3 safety sets for them. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, it could be Max Melton or Cottrell Clark. I'm good. Yeah, it could be Cottrell Clark or Max Melton. Could be one of those guys, but very interesting. Yeah, and they do run 3 safety sets. Looks like about 35-40% of the time. And Marco, Logan Wilson, Levante, Anal Zone, Burns, Henley start 2. Levante. And I'm going to go Levante and Logan Wilson in this one. Corey Goff for Mayfield or Dalton start 1. I'll go Goff. Doug said thoughts on Davis. Which Davis? Jamie Jack's defense ranks 31 against points allowed to the wide receiver, allowing 68% of those points outside wide receivers. Dunze's playing 75% of snaps out wide versus Ronald Darby. Should make him a sneaky play this week. Yeah, I like a Dunze more than Keenan Allen, and I know that a lot of people are thinking about Keenan Allen. I've already seen him in a bunch of questions. CB Dizzle said Jamie doing the work on the stats. Yeah, for sure. That's why I like people like Jamie hanging around, because I can just read off his stats and not have to do the research on it. It's so tough. Yeah, and Jamie said do a weekly article on the wide receivers versus cornerbacks. For sure. For sure. And that's real good intel. Definitely is. And Marco said Kirk over Watson. Chris, which Watson? Christian Watson? Because I feel like I want Christian Watson over Kirk. Because Kirk's going to be going up against Jalen Johnson, right? More often than not, I would assume in this game. Am I right about that, Jamie? And John said Clayton or Pickens. Slayton, right? We got to pay attention to see if Pickens is going to get suspended or not. I think that we're still waiting to hear that. I think I want Slayton on Sunday night. Corey says start 1 out of Ertz, Conklin, Komet. Conklin. Ken said, what about Singletary? Worth pulling Tracy off the taxi? I would wait. I would wait. It might be. We're like super close for it to be worth it. I would say let's just wait another game. Let's wait another game. Because like you wouldn't need to play him. Like, would you? You wouldn't be pulling him out of the taxi spot to play him, would you? Because that's really when I want to pull guys out of the taxi, is if I need to play them, not just have an option to play, but if I would actually play them. Because if not, you just leave them tucked in there, and like if you have other good guys at the position, you leave them tucked in there, and just give them a chance to marinate. Yeah, Jamie, give us some intel on Thomas Jr. and Kirk in that game. Now knowing what we know about the DB's situation. Don't have neither of these players. Just remember that you answered that question. You need a full name of players. Oh, check this out, Marco. I totally saw this and thought I need to get this just for Marco. Hold on. There we go. A TikTok vid that I found. Check this out. Marco will respect it. Here we go.
Antonio Sterling.
Who told you that? How do you know that?
Christian Michael Shaw.
Why would you do that? Yes. I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Derwin Alonzo.
James.
Shaqualen Dobbins.
Shaqualen?
Shaqualen, we need you.
Shaqualen.
Cameron Lawrence.
Yes. Why are you laughing, dude? It's proper.
Morgan Dwayne Fox.
My middle name, I don't know. It's a great middle name. Generational.
Simi Tafui.
Huh?
How you know my middle name? And you said it right too. Like nobody says that right. That was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy.
Darius Rashad.
Davis.
Asante Tyrell.
Oh, that's crazy.
Jamari Tyrese.
Hey, yo. Got my birth certificate or something? How you find out my middle name?
Stone Cold Smart.
You doing full government size?
Hayden Randallhurst.
Oh, the middle name. I gotta look at my mom. She's cussing me somewhere.
Hayden Randallhurst. Let's see. Yo, it's Zero. What up? What up? First time chatter on Twitch. Throw in a comment so I know that you heard the answer. Should I start Wicks or Wandale? You go Wandale. Go Wandale. Wicks is droppable at this point. And Corey said start one out of Conklin, Andrews, Gasicki. Conklin. And Axe Max said start two, Deontay, Tank Dell, Brian Thomas, Joe Mixon, Wandale. All start Joe Mixon. And I'm going to say Joe Mixon and Deontay Johnson. Jamie said, hold on, I got something about Brian Thomas Jr. versus Jalen. Let's hear it. And Marco said, very good. He said they all react like, how the fuck do you know my full name? Right? Like it's not something easily searchable on Wikipedia or anything, right? The one guy was funny. I don't even know who the hell it was. Like, why you pulling out birth certificates around here? Pulling out birth certificates around here. Oh, and you know what? Also, check this out. It was Marshawn talking about Boise State. Jonty. I just felt like Marshawn's just gold, you know.
So I wanted to get your opinion on this young kid out of Boise State, bro. You ever watch Ashton Genty? You ever watch him?
Man, that out there running like a real African.
Hey,
You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, bro.
Man,
First of all,
that little F is getting active,
balling,
bro. Active, bro.
I called his game when they played Oregon. Now they lost to Oregon. They should have beat Oregon. Okay.
And what he had 1,000 yards rushing?
Bro, he had what he have against Oregon? 192. And running Oregon, all they recruit is speed, bro. He's running away from these cats, dog.
Hey,
I didn't ever think I would see a guy built like MJD, Maurice Jones-Drew, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know he played during our time. This kid's a little bigger than MJD, but he's just as short and wide, bro. Dog, I can't wait to see his 40, but he ain't been caught all year, dog.
40, man, all that. Man,
well, I just want to see. I just want to get a sense for how fast he is. He ain't been caught all year, bro. Oh my god,
that game speed different.
Marshawn's hilarious, but yeah, that kid's crazy. That kid's crazy, man. And I don't even like they've sat him out multiple second halves, and he's gotten like damn near 200 yards in the first half. It's just nuts. Papa J Wicks in the sticks with the children of the corn. Oh man. And Corey, start Blankenship, Alante, Taylor, Newbin. Probably the first two. Marco, I used my CIA or FBI source to get the full names. Wikipedia's for amateurs. Jamie said 5 games. Jalen's allowed 9 receptions on 17 targets for 108 yards and 0 TDs. Brian Thomas seen 21% of the team's targets. He'll avoid Jalen by playing 22% of the slot snaps. Yes, and that's what I figured, that Kirk was going to be the one who is more on. Kirk and Jalen are going to be matched up together more than Brian Thomas Jr. and Jalen, right? Is that assessment correct, Jamie? Oh shit, CB Deal. So when's the fantasy basketball vids coming? Got to draft in 8 days, man. I'm not doing fantasy basketball content. I would love if there's anybody who's interested in doing fantasy basketball content. You know, maybe we can get that mixed in or something, but it won't be me. I'm hosting a fantasy basketball league, but I'm I won't be producing any fantasy basketball content. I got to keep my eye on the prize. Corey said start 4 out of Pratt, Lloyd, Luvu, Logan Wilson, Bond. Luvu, Logan, Pratt, Lloyd. There we go. And Jack Ladd, what up? Who should I start the flex? PPR, Brian Thomas Jr., Wandale, J-Mo. Oh, they run Kirk out of the slot all the time? Okay. So it should be on Brian Thomas Jr. Gabe most of the game. Okay. I'm leaning Wandale, Jack Ladd. Man. I'm leaning J-Mo. Brazil, Bijan don't win me my matchup this week. I'm trading him for Donald at this point. I don't give a fuck. Oh, man. Oh. Dude, I'm gonna get this just because of you putting that. It made me think of Grandma's Boy when he's like, all right, I want you to roll the Frankenstein shit and the deer shit and this shit and this shit. And he was like, I'll go to the loony bin with you. I'll smoke it with you, bro. I'll go to the loony bin with you. I don't give a fuck. One of the funniest parts of Grandma's Boy for me. All right. And Marco said fantasy throw ball, basketball, baseball, hockey, and foosball would be a shitload of work. Foosball? You playing the foosball behind my back? Ow! Mama, I wanted to tell you. So funny. David in the house. What up, bro? What up? You're going to lose all your fancy foosball friends, and you're going to lose all your fancy foosball games. The chickens is coming home to roost, Bobby Boucher. Man, fucking mama is crazy. She's fucking crazy.
I love my mama very much. Now you know that.
Oh, man. Yeah, I need to get more drops. I feel like just like the sound drops is like such the fun part to me, being able to use these random sound drops at random times, knowing that people don't fucking knowing that there's not too many people that go this hard with the sound drops. Man pods couldn't get it done. Oh, man. And David, I'm still at work, so I figured I'd stock so I can listen with my earbud in. Nice. I mean, that's the best way, right? That's the best way. And if you ever don't hear the show, David, you can always you can always go back and listen on YouTube, but I also have everything in audio form as well. If you go to Apple Music, if you go to Apple or fucking Spotify, Fantasy Football Hustler, it's all there as well. And it's the same shows. I like literally downloaded and uploaded and to the audio. So if you ever listen to audio podcasts, gotcha. And leave me a review on Apple, everybody. I appreciate it. Johnny, I'm way too high to go to the devil's house right now. Maybe the monkey can drive. Drive, monkey, drive. Marco said Waterboy. Still haven't seen the complete movie. Why not? It's not like it's a super long movie, dude. Did you lose interest halfway through?
Tackling fuel.
Come on, man. We gotta get you stepping that up, Marco. You the man, David. You should catch the shows after the You the man. Thanks for watching, because I know not a lot of people watch the live streams after the fact. They'll go for the uploaded videos, but I know just certain people they don't want to watch a live stream unless they were here for the live. So I appreciate that. Marco said the devil's house sounds like sounds like the house of in-laws, man. So it was in Grandma's Boy, where they smoke, and then it's fucking they get there's the phone ringing, and Dante is like, what the fuck, what is that, do I have a tumor? And it's like, oh, it's the phone. Hello. And they're like, hey, is Alex there? And he was like, and Dante was like, hold on. And he's like, here, it's for you, I think it's the devil. And so fucking crazy that Nick Swartzen's the devil to him. So fucking funny. Fucking Dante. Hassan, what up, bro? He said, hey there, today's my mom's birthday. Hey, shout out to Mom Dukes. Shout out to Mom Dukes. And for keep hearing people mention ETN could possibly be traded away. Is that true? I don't know anything about that. I mean, see, the thing is running backs don't really get traded a lot. I think that's people just like buying into like the Bigsby hype, like Bigsby's so good that they're just going to trade away ETN. So I wouldn't, I mean, anybody could get traded. I don't think that the Jaguars have said anything about that. That's just speculation from sports people. David said, yeah, he said, y'all probably know me better as Moop. Oh, okay, there we go. That's my sleeper. Nice. Doug said Tony will score tomorrow.
Man, fuck Tony.
ETN to the Cowboys. Thoughts on Ray Davis and what he'll do Sunday? I don't know. I think Ray Davis will be playing on, like, he's not playing on Sunday. He's going to be at home. Well, I mean, I think they're on the road. He'll be in his hotel room on Sunday. Carlos, thanks for a super chat, homie. He said, need some reassurance. McLaurin, Moore, or Godwin. Oh, man. And it's just choosing one out of these guys. I like all these guys this week. Man, this is tough because I legit, like, it's tough for me when people have three guys who it's like super shitty matchups and I just don't like any of them. But it's really tough when it's like three guys that I actually like and I want to start all of them this week. But it's like, which one do I think scores the most? That's the tough part. I like Moore this week. I mean, how could you not against the Jags? The thing that we might not like is, the game could be fluky in London, but that could work in his favor or not in his favor. That's kind of tough part. The Ravens haven't really been shutting down wide receivers, and like Scary Terry, like, man, he's been on a tear lately. And then Chris Godwin, I mean, shit, Mike Evans is going to be going up against Lattimore, and like most of the time in those games, like there's just so much going on that like Godwin just ends up being like the super beneficiary of that specific matchup going on. Man, this is tough. I think that I am going to go with the team that I feel will be that have to do the most to actually keep pace with the team that they're playing against. And I'm going with Scary Terry McLaurin. Boom. The Bears, they might not have to do much to beat the Jags. The Bucks might not have to do much to beat the Saints. So I'm going Scary Terry because I think that the Ravens, the way that they've been playing, they're going to put up some points, and I feel like Commandos are going to have to keep pace and throw it a lot because of that. Corey said start 2 out of McNichols, Algier, Hutchinson, Leggett, Brian Thomas, Tolbert, Otten. Tolbert and McNichols, assuming that B-Rob's not playing. Marco, when I get a chance, I'll watch it. Usually it's on TV with the German audio, makes the movie better. Is it easy to say the worst work on dubbed? Yeah. And Doug said on Monday, well, they say Cook is going to play. So they said he's planning on playing. That's, that was the specific verbiage used. So I don't think too highly of Ray Davis. Jamie said Evans versus Lattimore round 12 matchup. Yeah. And like, how many games did you go research that, Jamie? How many games out of all the times that they played against each other did Evans actually do good? Like, let's say, and doing good to me, I will say, let's say 15 points or more. So that would be, let's say he got a touchdown, at least a touchdown, 50 yards, and 4 catches. That's not even like that. That's not even that like insane. And Doug said net crack time. Let's see. Ooh. Got it. And yeah, right. David always bet on him. There we go. CB Dizzle. And see how I took time even for that $2 super chat. I'll take a little bit more time to run through the process. Someone else, I might not have even ran through the process like that. And CB Dizzle, Saints offense will be crutched. Tampa Bay offense on offense a lot tomorrow. And Doug said A+. Better have been, man. That was a good one. That was a good one on both sides right there. Okay, sweet. Let me know when you send it, Jamie. And John said best part's the beginning of that film when he turns around and that's on the homie's mind. I can't stop. It felt so good. And then it's like the next scene they cut outside. I can't believe you came on my mom. You have to be the biggest perv alive. Man, Grandma's Boy is one of like my favorite, is one of like just the all-time classic stoner movies of all time, man. It's so fucking funny. So fucking funny. And then they have Senor Doug in there from Weeds. Here we go. Let's see. Five for 55. See, here is a good one. 7 for 147 and a tug. 4 for 86. That's not horrible. Damn, 1 reception, 2 yards, touchdown. 1 reception, 3 yards, touchdown. 2 receptions, 48 yards, touchdown. Dude, so he's legit only had like 1 game that I consider really good against him. That's tough. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough to say start Mike Evans when it's like literally that much evidence, of the past. And Marco said, who's more perverted, the guy who cuts on the other guy's mom or the guy who's watching the whole thing? Well, we're watching it on the movie and you can't see anything. Like they only show him from the waist up. So it's really him just overacting this whole part. I feel so good. And Marco, if like if anybody was like deemed to be weird by watching anything like that, like we're talking about how many percentage of men, because I'm not even talking about that movie specifically. Now we're just talking about Korn, right? You know what I mean by Korn, right? That's like what? 97% of men, 98% of men, 99% probably. Yeah. especially now. Like back then, back then that was just like, you know, they were like trying to make fun of it. Like now there's like whole storylines written around stuff like that. Jamie said, what's the over-under on punches thrown for Evans Lattimore? Man, I just really hope they don't get into a fight, man. They always do. They always do. Johnny said it was that doll's fault. Doll's fault for being too pretty. Oh, man. And having no underwear on, too, is definitely the doll's fault. And fucking... He's like, you can just wake me up to play video games or something. So funny. You're knee deep in what do you say? You're knee deep in that bear with a thumb in your mouth. Grandma's boy is so funny. Dude, you know what today is going to be? I think today is going to be House of 1,000 Corpses and Devil's Rejects. Yeah, we're going to get ready to get up out of here. We've been here for almost 2 hours now. This is going to be fun. Fun day. Me and Noble, we're going to, it's a Spider-Man Across the Universe movie, but it's also, but we're going to like, it's where they have all the musicals and stuff. So they have like this huge orchestra or something that's going to be like playing the music while the movie's playing. It's going to be crazy. Said, I'll take the over on the punches to the face mask. Yeah. Sean in the house. What up, bro? Salute, homie. And yeah, let's smoke it up. Let's get a dab. Let's get a dab going on the way out here. Appreciate you guys. And what Doug said, tomorrow cooking brisket tacos with some lime mayo and some jalapeno shrimp stuff. I like it. I like it. Said tonight having some nachos with chicken steak, mayo, glazed onions. Nice. I hope there's no special, I hope that's not any special kind of mayo over there. You know, we were talking about stuff like that. Not the special mayo, right? All right, here we go. Where's my drip? Where's my drip? Here's the drip. Don't forget to go follow Drip. They're based out of LA, so I don't know, Sean, if you fuck with the dabs, but Drip and Wafers are the two brands that I fuck with heavy over here. Been knowing them for a few years, and yeah, Drip and Wafers. Go check them out, guys. It's Wafers Official on Instagram, and then it's Drip DRIPP Extracts on Insta. All right. And you know what? We're going to double it up. We're going to get we're going to double it up, and we're going to do, I got the dabs, and now I got the diamonds. And CB Dizzle said Drip sponsor. I mean, Drip's the shit, man. Drip's the shit. And I mean, they're definitely one of the sponsors of the show and have been for a while. I mean, shit, they hooked me up with so much good shit, you know, so many good dabs. I mean, this last time I think they hooked me up with like 5 or 6 grams of dabs, and that was at the middle of August, and been lasting me until now. And yeah, they're the shit though. And Jamie, what do you say? Just watch Hustle and Flow. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's hard out here for a pimp. And you ready for this, Jamie? We got to get someone who can help me make the remix. It's hard out here for a commish. And Zoo Crew, got to watch 3 from Hell. I have seen it. It was I feel like it was a little bit less lackluster for me. Maybe it's me seeing it as like a 30. I don't know. I think I saw it 2 years ago or so. I didn't even realize that it was released. It was like 2018, like something like that. So maybe it was maybe just seeing it at a different stage of my life or something. I don't know. But Devil's Rejects goes so hard. Like, man, that's like probably my favorite like horror movie of all time is the Devil's Rejects. Like that movie just goes so hard. And man, just like that whole part where he's like, where they're going to get the guns, and the guy's like, what are you gonna do to us? And he was like, well, you know, we're gonna go out here, we're gonna dig up my guns, and you know, we're gonna do this, and you know, and then that's it. And they're like, what? Like, yeah, that's the end of the line for you guys. And like, dude, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, just that whole part, and then like tells them, get on your knees and pray to your fucking God or whatever. And it's like, I'm the devil and I'm here to do the devil's work. Like, dude, he's a fucking savage, man. That's just a fucking insane fucking character. I mean, all those characters are fucking insane. Dang it. I didn't get that good of a diamond there. We're getting more. And Johnny said, sounds dope. The Spider-Verse movies are good. Yeah, for sure. And we've already, it's not like he hasn't seen it, but now it's just going to be a different level with like the orchestra and shit. And Sean said, Kirk, Myers, Adunze, Hopkins, pick 2. I think Kirk and Adunze is where I'm leaning. Doug said, now you'd be shocked on what kind of mayo. Yeah, Sean, check them out. So Drip, DRIPP extracts, they're on IG, and then wafers. And if you let them know that, like, Huss, you know, you let them know that I sent you, like, I'm really good friends with those guys now. Like, I've known them for going on 5 years. Every time I'm going, well, not every time, but let's say 9 times out of 10 out of the last times that I've gone to LA, it was because they flew me out for like some type of business or something going on out there. And so yeah, man, those they're the shit. They're the shit. Good peeps, and good products too. Good products. Ha, I made McDonald's. Let's go. And Johnny said it's kind of hard out here for a commish when everybody in the league want a bitch. Man, let me see. Do I have that? Do I have that on here? That song? Yeah, we should just listen to that real quick so we can get some ideas for a potential remix. You got to be careful though. We know there's a lot of copycats out there ready to copy some shit. All right, let me. There we go. So, I mean, that was only the. I mean, that could have been 2 verses for all I know. It's super high. I know that was at least 1 verse. But yeah, Hustle and Flow, man, that's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. I fucking love that movie. And Terrence Howard, like, he legit is a part of so many movies that I really, really like. So many movies that I really, really like. And yeah, that's one of those ones. Finally, one of the ones where he got to be like the main guy. And Greg, what up? He said, I traded Jordan Mason and Darnell Mooney for Tyreek and Ramondre full PPR. Did I win the trade? Well, I mean, once Tua comes back, I feel like you did. The thing that sucks with like this in particular, both of you guys traded an injured like running back to one another, but at least Mason got a couple points like this week. Ramondre is not even going to play like this week. But yeah, it was I feel like it's a very even trade, and once Tua comes back, I feel like Tyreek's side is gonna like take over that, you know, pretty easily. We just need Tua to come back to us, Tua. And Jamie said, I got you on that remix for the commish. Man, I'm telling you, that's a lot of potential. And Greg said, I have the other RBs that are solid, JT and JK. I mean, I don't know about JK. I'd be pumping the brakes on JK. He said, and the Ramondre could be better with May. I mean, I hope so, but now we know a little bit hurt. And it got worse. Sucks. All right. Time to get up out of here, guys. Been rocking for 2 hours. Make sure you come back. I'll be live a little bit later tonight. We're bringing you the late night tips. Just the tip, though. No Diddy. And then we'll be back tomorrow. The dopest morning show of the entire week is Sunday morning. You guys got to be here for all the news because we got a lot of information to unpack every single Sunday. We got to make all of our final decisions. And it's just a good time, man. I'm here from like at about 7 o'clock, 7:10 a.m. West Coast time. So that should be maybe we're in the second quarter of the London game by that time. And then I'll be live all the way through the first set of games. So it'll be at least around 6 hours. What'd you just send, Jamie? I saw the Mike Evans shit earlier. Oh, let me see. Oh shit, dude. Man, this is hilarious. Man, did you chat GBT this? Did you chat GBT this? Oh, man, this is pretty dope, though. I like it. I like it. With a whole bunch of managers jumping ship. I like it. I like it. That shit is super dope. All right. I'm gonna get up out of here. We'll be back. If you guys are not on Patreon, go get over there already, 420crew.com. You can join for free, but I would recommend joining as a paid member, at least a $5 member. You get access to a lot of things that the free members don't get. And you're supporting the channel and the show at that time as well. So just, yeah, make sure, get over there, go get signed up. And I'm dropping a lot of news there throughout the day, like as well too. Like when I'm not live, like if something big time comes in for big time players, I'm posting it there on Patreon. So that's another reason why you guys want to get there. All right. See you a little later tonight. Peace out, everybody.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the, 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 y'all